If you want to learn about struggle and recovery in Boston, a good place to begin is the Dudley Triangle neighborhood. And one of the best examples is a community-based organization called Project Hope. It started as an emergency shelter for homeless families and eventually became a multi-service center. For almost 30 years, the program has been run by Sister Margaret Leonard of the Little Sisters of the Assumption. She'll be honored Friday by the dedication of a square on Dudley Street. Our guests are two local residents from the dedication committee. We'd like to welcome Trayce and Dolores Avila. Thank you both very much for being with us.
You're welcome.
I want to start with Dolores Avila. Talk about what Sister Margaret and her agency have meant to you.
It meant to me a lot. It really meant a lot for myself and for my family. And like I said, she's been through with my kids, my younger child, my older, and she helped me a lot go through.
How did she help you?
In a way, she helped me to help me with my children. And my child's first job was over there at the shelter. She was working in the pantry. And then my younger ones, she let them go over there and help them, you know, like fix bags, basket for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and give food for the need.
Working at the pantry, it sounds pretty basic, but was that an important thing for your daughter?
It was a very important thing for my daughter, yes. Very important thing for her. And she really learned to care and be compassionate and everything.
Trayce, what about your experience with Sister Margaret?
Well, my experience with her was phenomenal. I became a one-family scholar in 2005, and I had that scholarship for 4 years. And it was to help single mothers, domestic violence and medical issues, whatever the situation might be. It was a process that we had to go through. And prior to me being accepted to become a recipient of One Family Scholars, it just helped my family to overcome burdens that we was going through. Like I have a chronic illness. I'm a single parent of 4 kids. I suffer with sickle cell. And I was serious about going back to school. And so this program allowed us to go forth in our journey and to complete our goals and to graduate without having all the stipulations in our background, as far as not being completely self-sufficient, trying to better ourselves and our education of our kids in the community. And from there, she opened up so many doors for me, and she's just a heartwarming person.
No, in the process of all this, you've got 4 children, you've got a health problem. You must have had some really bad days when you almost wanted to give it all up.
I did. It was times when I was hospitalized, but my kids were my strength, and they was part of my journey, and I knew I wanted to be a role model for my kids, and she was part of that to allow me to have that role model to continue my education. And from there, so many doors opened up because I got the opportunity after I graduated from Bunker Hill Community College. I got a transfer scholarship to Lesley University, where I graduated last year.
Was it also important for her to help you believe you could do all that?
Yes, because being a single parent with 4 kids and living in an urban community, it has a lot of hinders. It has a lot of issues. And trying to stay forward, trying to keep my kids off the street, keep them involved in the community, I found that strength was coming from being a one-family scholar. It helped me to relieve some of the other burdens that I had, and financial burdens I had in my life, and so I can continue to focus on my kids. And because that saw me challenging my dreams, it gave them the opportunity to challenge their dreams.
Dolores Avila, Sister Margaret, she started as executive director in the mid-1980s at Project Hope. This is not the greatest time for the Dudley Triangle neighborhood. I remember the bad old days, all the vacant lots, St. Margaret's was moving out. This was the zone of infant mortality. I mean, this is a tough place to set up.
It was a tough place to set up, but with her kindness and interested to revolve the community in a positive way, she was right there for everybody,
What about her personality? How would you describe it?
I will describe Sister Margaret. She's a very kind lady. She has time to sit down and listen to everybody, to listen and willing to help you and give you a good advice.
What about you, Trayce?
She's just a heartwarming, compassionate woman. I mean, today, if I say, hi, how you doing? I would say, you remember me? She's like, yes, Trayce, I remember you. And then just that compassion, just when you see that smile on her face, and she's such a calm, relaxed person. So when you come into her presence, it's just like, it's like angels in a sense, because she's just that heartwarming person, and she just dedicates herself to the community.
Dolores, the square you're dedicating is at Dudley Street in East Cottage.
Yes.
And I know it's near the location of Project Hope, but this is a sort of an important intersection for the Dudley Triangle.
Yes.
Talk about why this is such a great place to honor her.
It's a great place. It's a great place. First of all, it's right there. It's right in the neighborhood. Right in the heart of Dudley Street. And then it's connected. It's the connection from all the neighborhood. Yes.
And Trayce, as far as what this agency has done, if you think of all the people it has helped and how important this has been, because a lot of good things have been happening in the Dudley Triangle since the mid-'80s, how important would you say this agency is?
It is top notch. That's what I have to say, because it's there for any woman who wants to continue their education. If they're homeless and they need somewhere and bring their babies, that's a place to go to. And if they need childcare, if a young lady wants to go back to school or doesn't have her GED yet, they offer a huge amount of programs there that kind of help one to go into that journey of being self-sufficient.
Thank you both very much for being with us, Trayce Booth and Dolores Avila.
You're welcome.
We'll have more news in just a moment.